Hello, ladies. Today, we will be discussing why Sigma females ignore men. Why do Sigma females, a unique breed of women who thrive in solitude, often seem to ignore men? Is it intentional, or is there more to it? I encourage you to watch until the end for a better understanding and perception. Let's begin by who Sigma females are. Often described as the silent observers of society, Sigma females are confident, self-reliant, and march to the beat of their drum. They don't conform to societal standards and have a unique way of navigating the world. One of the intriguing aspects about Sigma females is their approach to relationships, specifically with men. It's not uncommon to perceive that Sigma females ignore men, but it's essential to recognize that this isn't due to disdain or negligence. Instead, it combines their inherent traits, past experiences, and personal values. For instance, Sigma females might hesitate to open up emotionally due to a fear of vulnerability. They might have high standards for potential partners, making finding someone who meets their criteria challenging. Their past experiences, especially negative ones, could make them cautious about getting involved with others. Sigma females often focus on achieving personal or professional goals, leaving little time for romantic pursuits. Their inherent solitary nature might make them prefer solitude or smaller social circles, making them less inclined to seek out relationships actively. Sigma might value platonic friendships more than romantic relationships, steering clear of emotional manipulation and avoiding potential drama. They dislike being controlled, and their communication style is often direct and less inclined towards traditional romantic gestures. Sigma females value their independence and autonomy. They may have a philosophical outlook that emphasizes individualism and self-sufficiency. Their values might not align with societal expectations or norms regarding romantic relationships, leading them to prioritize individual pursuits over relationships. Each of these factors contributes to the perception that Sigma females ignore men. However, it's crucial to remember that this is a part of their enigma. It's not a conscious dismissal of men, but rather a reflection of their unique personalities and life approaches. Let's go deeper into these reasons and try to understand the enigma that is the Sigma female. The mind of a Sigma female is a fortress, often sealed away from the prying eyes of others. But what really goes on inside? Let's start with the anxiety of vulnerability. Much like a castle with its drawbridge raised, Sigma females frequently hesitate to let down their guard, apprehensive of the emotional exposure that comes with romantic engagements. Moving on, there's the aspect of high standards. It's as if they're on the hunt for the perfect partner, someone who aligns with their precise expectations, turning the search into a formidable challenge. And then, there are past experiences. Just as a seasoned warrior recollects past skirmishes, negative experiences in relationships might make Sigma females guarded, reluctant into new romantic ventures. They also have a pronounced focus on personal objectives. Sigma females resemble lone wolves, frequently highly focused on reaching personal or career milestones, leaving scant room for romantic diversions. It's not just about the internal workings of their minds. The manner in which they connect with the external world is equally influential. In the social world, Sigma females dance to their own rhythms. But what impact does this have on their interactions with men? Let's delve into the social dynamics of Sigma females, particularly those that are introverted. They frequently choose solitude or the companionship of a select few, which can lead them to be less active in pursuing romantic relationships. Their quiet demeanor, however, should not be mistaken for disinterest, but rather a preference for meaningful connections over fleeting encounters. Now let's look at Sigma females' tendency to prioritize friendships. They often find platonic relationships more rewarding than romantic ones. They value the depth, understanding, and mutual respect of friendships, often favoring them over the complexities of romantic involvements. Sigma females also tend to avoid emotional manipulation. They are experts at reading people and can often identify manipulative tactics from afar. This sharp awareness often leads them to distance themselves from individuals who use such tactics, including men who might be seeking to manipulate them emotionally. Along same lines, Sigma females have a strong dislike for drama. They value tranquility and peace, consistently avoiding situations that could lead to unnecessary conflicts or confrontations. This avoidance of drama, while preserving their peace, can often result in them steering clear of men they perceive as potential sources of drama. Now let's explore the unique communication style of Sigma females. They tend to be more upfront and less inclined towards traditional romantic gestures. They value honesty and directness over flattery, which can sometimes be misunderstood as disinterest. While it may seem off-putting to some, this frankness is just another characteristic that distinguishes them. The unique and values of Sigma females underscore their unconventional approach to relationships. As we decipher the mystery of Sigma females, it becomes clear that their approach towards men is not driven by disinterest or disregard, but rather a unique blend of individualism, self-reliance, and a yearning for meaningful connections. Before we go on, please take a moment to click the subscribe button to support us and to join the Queenly Quest community. Don't forget to click the bell icon as well to get notified when we post our content, okay? Now let's proceed, ladies. With a philosophy rooted in individualism and self-sufficiency, Sigma females are truly one of a kind. But how do these beliefs affect their relationship with men? Independence is a defining trait of Sigma females. They value the freedom to live on their terms, often preferring to focus on individual pursuits rather than seeking romantic relationships. With this approach, they can sometimes appear detached or distant, leading some to perceive them as ignoring men. Their philosophical outlook is a significant factor in their interactions too. Sigma females often embrace a philosophy that emphasizes self-reliance and individualism. This outlook can make them less inclined to engage in conventional romantic relationships, which they may see as limiting their independence. Discuss personal values. Sigma females often prioritize values that don't align with societal norms or expectations regarding romantic relationships. They may value intellectual stimulation, personal growth, or creative pursuits over traditional romantic engagements. This can often lead them to bypass romantic relationships, focusing instead on their journey and growth. However, it's essential to remember that these traits don't make Sigma females less capable of forming meaningful relationships. They approach them differently, often seeking deeper connections based on mutual respect, understanding, and shared interests. Understanding these reasons can help us appreciate Sigma females' complexity and unique relationship approach. So, do Sigma females intentionally ignore men? Or is it just a byproduct of their unique personality and approach to life? In why Sigma females may seem to keep their distance from romantic involvements with men, it is essential to account for the diversity of human experiences and the fluid nature of personality. The hypothetical explanations provided offer a structure for comprehending potential incentives, but they do not include the full extent of individual variances. It is essential to treat discussions about personality types with subtlety, conceding that human behavior is complex and affected by innumerable factors. Their straightforward communication manner, self-reliance, philosophical perspective, personal values contribute to their intricate relationship dynamics. In the end, Sigma females are not ignoring men. They are merely staying authentic to themselves. And in a world that frequently demands uniformity, that attribute is worth respecting. Until next time, ladies, remain the queen that you are.